more as a skater, but Eric Heiden, who also raced bikes.
I was a speed skater. And I thought after the 72 Olympics, I could make the national team. And I was making a lot of progress. I was staying with some of my cycling friends that were like world champions on the track on cycling and speed skating. And the 16-year-old came along and destroyed everyone on the national team. And I just said, I'm out. I'll never be that good. And this is cold and I can win bike races. But he's going to get better at speed skating. And then he's going to try bike racing. And that's going to be a problem. And it was. People can't understand what Eric accomplished in the Olympics to win 5 gold medals in Olympic record time. He owned the shorter races. There were 3 races that were his to lose: 500, 1,000, 1,500 meters. He was skating a kilometer back then in about 1 minute and 8 seconds on ice skates. That's good on a bike. To do a 108 kilo, that's fast. Especially, I mean, if you have drop bars, if you don't have an aero bike and disc wheels, I don't know, you got to be really, really national caliber to do it. The longest race, the 10K, takes the same amount of time as a 5-kilometer running race, which is dominated by Kenyans and Ethiopians. That's a different athlete. Eric won that, and he set an Olympic record, and he won a 36-second sprint, which is like 300 meters, something that Usain Bolt or Michael Johnson would have won at the Olympics. So there was a fluke result in a hockey game that the U.S. beat Russia because the goalie was just played out of his mind and the Russians couldn't get the puck in the net. And otherwise, I think that really had a lot to do with Eric not receiving the recognition of people understanding just how amazing he was as an athlete. And he was so good on a bicycle that for the 1980 Olympic trials on the track, he went rock climbing. The coach was so angry with him. He broke his wrist. He had his wrist in the cast, and he missed the Olympic team for 1980 by 1,000th of a second with his hand in a cast doing a standing start kilometer.
Which is easily attributable to the injury, for sure.
Yeah, which was, again, you know, that was his wheelhouse from speed skating. I'm convinced if he had just focused on track cycling, he likely would have been podium at Worlds or Olympic medal in that without a broken wrist. But he wanted to ride the road. He wanted to do the Tour de France. He wound up winning the combination points jersey in the Giro, but was frustrated that he never could finish the Tour. And at the Worlds, he never had the right kind of course for him to do well because he wasn't a climber. He was a big guy. Although he did slim down about 20 pounds from his Olympic size. He did win the Core States 156-mile pro road championship outright. So that was impressive. Biggest honors of my life was being inducted into the U.S. Bicycle Hall of Fame in the same class at the same time as Eric Heiden back in 1999.
That's really cool.